What do my Geminis need to know for the month of May, please? What do my Geminis need to know for the month of May? All right, Geminis. You're going through a self-reflection phase. You've been going through it, and I feel like right now it's the rise of the phoenix. There's a turning point here for you. So if things haven't been going so great because of other people around you, or if you feel like other people around you are the cause of like you feeling down in the dumps, there is a turning point here for you, especially if you're a mom, okay? The problem is the fact that you're not trusting the process. It's like, it's almost like a unsure of a situation, thinking you know what's best for a situation. There's a lot of variables here, but it's just basically like you're unsure of something, and so that led you to create a little bit of chaos, or for someone else to create a little bit of chaos because they were unsure about you. That was part of the challenge, is that there was trust issues when it came to a situationship. There wasn't enough love poured into a situationship, and that's why it created like this crumbling or this chaos. But I do see a turning point for you. I do see a rebirth of some sort here for you, Gemini. Show me more for Gemini, please. Yeah, see, because Gemini now is like, I'm so focused to move away from toxicity. I'm so focused on moving away from my trauma. Okay, I'm getting a strong sense of my trauma. So I will say here that you're more grounded than you were the last couple of months. And you're just like really just focusing on yourself and focusing on what it's going to take to move forward here. For some of my Geminis, I do see that you're overcoming an addiction here. So congratulations. You should be really proud of yourself for like staying determined to overcome an addiction here. There's light at the end of the tunnel. It's looking good. It looks like you're headed in the right direction. Keep looking up. You're no longer going to go back to where you were. This is a rebirth, okay? You should really be proud of yourself. Let's see here. More for Geminis. A lot of you guys, I do see that when it came to a situationship with somebody, your defenses went up, okay? So either you were talking to somebody who ended up seeing somebody new, and that like really hurt you, and so you went to defense mode and you kind of created the crumbling yourself, because you're like, I'm not doing third-party situation. I'm not dealing with being an option. For others of you, I feel like you went into a destructive mode as a self-defense mechanism. Either with a friend who got into a relationship, or a friend who was talking to somebody new, or a family member who has someone in their life, and there was a little bit of like defenses coming up just because the dynamics are shifting. And I see that that's what caused the crumbling here, but they're asking you to have enough courage, right? Because any situation can be healed if you stay determined to heal it. So this doesn't necessarily mean go back to the person that you just left, right? What this means is that if you think that you can't get over it, or if you think that it's difficult to heal from a situation, whatever this trauma is, whatever this addiction is, whatever this situation is, don't fear not healing, because it's here. It's going to take a lot of courage, but Spirit's backing you up with this. So it's like, it's coming, but you have to choose, and you need to be balanced, because if you're not balanced, it's not going to create the realignment here. So it's like, really focus between mind and heart, really keep a steady pace. One day at a time. There's like that mention of one day at a time. Stay determined, and there'll be victory here. For some of you guys, if you burnt a bridge that you want to repair, it's going to take some time. Take some time to gain the clarity. But then you're going to have to send some messages here, right? And the messages would be like, let's start new. Let's start afresh. Let's close out the old cycle, because I miss you, or I'm not feeling great about where we left things. And I really want a fresh start. Because Gemini, if you really want to, you can manifest this, but it just means taking action here. If this is a situation where you're dealing with an addiction or some sort of struggle with trauma, you can manifest the outcome of it. You can really overcome it. It's going to take a lot of strength, but it's taking action. But remember, one day at a time. They are letting you know that it's been chaotic for you. The past is the past. It was really dark, but you're actually headed towards peace and harmony, and they're guiding you on your way, okay? I do see here that you're empowering yourself. Gemini, whatever situation you're in, you're really empowering yourself. You don't care if you move slowly. You don't care if it's going to take time. You're very empowered in the state that you are right now, okay? You're kind of alleviating stress and worry and trauma when it comes to other people, when it comes to relationships, when it comes to coworkers here, and you're really mastering yourself. And this came from like some sort of ending here, but you are mastering yourself, and you're learning how to value yourself here. So this is a brand new clean slate, fresh start. This is the wake up call that you've been waiting for. So the end of May You're really determined. You're really holding true to your heart, but also being really smart with the way you move. So congratulations. I mean, I'm telling you, Gemini, whatever you've gone through, you can really make a shift for the positive, either by repairing the bridge, taking it one day at a time to heal whatever addiction trauma this is, or just heal yourself from leaving behind a situation where you're meant to feel like an option, or there was somebody else in the picture and you decide to do what's best for you and not entertain third parties. What is the advice for Gemini? So wherever you fall in this, like, you guys should really be proud of yourself, because, you know, addiction's not easy. Trauma's not easy. Being a third party and saying, hey, no, I'm not competing with anyone else, and holding on to your value is not easy. And wanting to repair something that you damaged and being the bigger person, being like, hey, I messed up, can we start again, is not easy. So you guys should be really proud of the fact that you are moving and taking it one day at a time, headed towards the direction that you wanted to go. There's a clean slate coming here at the end of May for everybody. Advice for Gemini? Yeah, see, you're still getting some clarity, because there's a little bit of confusion on how to make this happen. There is a higher perspective that you are taking. You just don't know which way to take it. But here's the thing with Geminis. It's like sometimes you can get caught up in your head in the overthinking. It's just doing. Clear out the thoughts, clear out, the analysis paralysis, clear out the clutter in your mind, and just do. Even if it's just taking day by day. If you're struggling with some sort of trauma, or if you're thinking about, somebody from the past that put you in a third party situation, or, a situation where you need repairing, if you're thinking about how that went down and it's putting you in low vibration, do something to make yourself feel happy, change that thought. Be like, okay, I'm not going to sit here and think about it for a half an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. I'm going to go out. I'm going to do something that's fun. It's all about action. Like, May is the month of action, and not so much in, self-reflection, because I do feel like that you've been doing that. You've gotten the clarity. You've taken a time out. You just haven't really taken action on it yet. But I do feel May, you're going to empower yourself to take action. They're saying, here's a new perspective. Communicate your truth, really, really solidify something here, whether it's like creating your own stability. I just see an opportunity coming for all my Geminis, opportunities where there was a lot of loss or regret and a lot of hurt. And here's an opportunity to heal it whichever way it looks like for you guys. Okay, I hope that helps.